হ্যাঁ, দেখা যাচ্ছে।
হ্যাঁ, এসেছে।
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hope everyone is well and healthy. My name is Mohammad Iqbal Hussain, ID 1833032, Department of Tripoli, International Islamic University, Jeddah. Today's our presentation topic is current status and future prospect of renewable energy in the world. Presented by Muhammad Shariful Islam, ET 173025. Farhadul Alam, ET 183032, Muhammad Iqbal Hussain, ET 183032, Muhammad Adikur Rahman, ET 191041, Muhammad Abu Saleh Musa, ET 191042.
তোমার আইডি কত?
স্যার শুরু করবো?
হ্যাঁ ভাই,
ভাইয়া,
শুরু করেন।
আইডিটা বলেন, আপনার আইডিটা।
স্যার 183032.
ওকে, প্লিজ প্রসিড।
Introduction. In our daily life, every activity has required energy, like cooking, lighting, and transportation. Currently, we get most of our energy from fossil fuel. Last year, after Russia and Ukraine war, Russia cut out fuel supply, then the world will suffer from a lot of energy. We face them, we face this problem because we exclusively depend on our fossil fuel. That to solve this problem, we need increase our dependence on renewable energy like solar power, wind power, biomass, water power, etc. Nowadays, fossil fuel are slowly being reduced, but the world is an endless source of renewable energy. So our future world need to be fully dependent on renewable energy. Fossil fuel consumption in world. Fossil fuel consumption has increased sufficiently over the past half century. But type of fossil fuel we really on has also shifted from coal towards a combination with oil. Which country consumes the most energy of fossil fuel? Here, the chart we see United States more than use fossil fuel. Bangladesh has 2,700 kilowatt hour use fossil fuel. What share electricity come of gas? In intensive map show to share of electricity that come from gas across the world. Gas is now second largest source of electricity production globally. What share of primary energy come of oil? This intensive map show the share of primary energy that come from oil. We see Saudi Arab produce much more fossil fuel like oil, gas. Middle East 43%, United States 40%, and Bangladesh give 23.428%. Please, our next team member represent.
ভাই, আপনি হচ্ছে স্যার শুরু করবেন, আর হচ্ছে শরীফ আসে নাই। ভাই শরীফ।
হ্যাঁ, আসছি। আসসালামু
হ্যাঁ
আলাইকুম।
হ্যাঁ, তো এখান থেকে বল।
জি,
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম এভরিওয়ান, মাইসেলফ মোহাম্মদ শরীফুল ইসলাম। So now I would like to thank at first Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then our honorable course teacher, Engineer Muhammad Ghulam Mustafa, and all my team members and all my batchmates. So here we can see why do we need renewable energy. So carbon dioxide is at 407 ppm, increased by 90 ppm in the last 70 years. Global warming 1.1 degrees Celsius in the past 200 years. Rising sea level 3.2 millimeter each year. Decreasing ice sheet mass, retreating glaciers, describing at the rate of 13% each decade. The storage of fossil fuels is going to end. Oil 51 years, coal 114 years, natural gas 53 years. That's why we need renewable energy to solve all this problem, all this crucial migrate climate change. Next slide, please. Why should we shift to renewable energy? So according to the statistics, the rivers of our fossil fuel is coming to an end. The remaining rivers oil 51 years, coal in 114 years, natural gas in 53 years. That's why many countries trying to shift their fuel dependency from fossil fuel to renewable energy. How much of our primary energy comes from renewable? So from this curve, we can see that from Brazil, it's 46.22%. From UK, it's 17.95%. From Europe is 15.24%. From China is 14.95%. From the world is 14.95%. North America 11.46%. From Japan 11.43%. From Asia 10.95%. United States 10.66%. Africa 9.56%. From India 9.31%. From Russia 6.62%. From CIS 6.47%. And Middle East country 0.95%. And from Bangladesh is 0.45%. Total renewable energy generation in the world. So from this curve, we can saw that other renewable energy 763 terawatt per hour. Solar energy 1033 terawatt hours. 1862 terawatt per hours. Hydropower is 4,274 terawatt hours. So the total is 7,931 terawatt hours.
Next slide, please.
Next slide.
So installed wind capacity in the world. So from the chart, we can see that in 2021, world wind capacity is share of electricity that comes from solar. So from the chart, we can show that from Denmark 41.01%, from United Kingdom 20.80%, from Brazil 11.05%, from Europe 9%, from Australia 9.14%, from Amber 8.95%, from US 8.71%, from China 7.68%, from Norway 7.49%, from the world 6.54%, from Asia 5.03%, from India 3.97%, from Africa 2.72%, from Japan 0.81%, from Russia 0.22%, from Bangladesh 0.01%. So this is the chart of electricity that comes from wind overall the whole world. Next slide, please.
I think please represent the next slide.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone. Assalamu alaikum. That was my presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is M. Datikur Rahman. My ID is ET191041. I am going to continue our presentation. In this graph, we see that installed solar capacity in the world. There we see that the installed solar capacity in the world, which we correct from the which graph we correct from the internet. Now I show the graph. There we see that installed solar capacity 8,000 gigawatt 700 gigawatt, 6,000 gigawatt, which in the according to countries, where the countries show that Asia, China, Europe, United States, Japan, they are generate 800 gigawatt. According to see that India, United Kingdom, Spain, which generate 7,700 gigawatt. According to United Kingdom, Spain, Brazil generated 600 gigawatt. Brazil, Africa generated 600 gigawatt. Africa, Middle East generated 500 gigawatt. Mexico, China, Chile, 400 gigawatt. United Arab Emirates, Russia, Sweden, which generated 200 gigawatt. Please, next slide. Share of electricity that comes from solar. Here also we share that the electricity comes from the solar. This this slide also we collect from the, there I show that the electricity comes from the solar. There 12% electricity comes from the solar in these countries. There showed Chile, Spain, Italy, Japan. There comes 20% of electricity come from solar, and United Kingdom, India, that comes 10% of electricity comes from the solar. China, Europe, that comes 8% electricity from the solar. United States, Asia, 6%. United Arab Emirates, world, Brazil, Africa, 4%. Middle East, Bangladesh, only 2%. This is very low in our country, only 2%. So we should increase solar energy in our country as our fossil fuels are decreased. Please, next slide. Install geothermal capacity in the world. There also we share the graph how much electricity come from geothermal, in how many electricity generated from the geothermal. In this slide we showed it. There we see that 14,000 megawatt and 12,000 megawatt, 10,000 megawatt are increasing according to using the geothermal power. There we see that in many countries are generated their electricity from the geothermal capacity. Actually, I don't want to tell the country names. Actually, I show the country in this graph. So actually, I only tells. Please, next slide. From this current situation of renewable energy use, we see that the dependent of renewable energy increased gradually. Until today on renewable sector, hydropower system was mostly used, but now other renewable resources like wind, solar power use in increase. Recently, statistics show that in 2021, for the first time, wind and solar generated more than 10% of electricity globally, according to Global Electricity Renewable 2022. I will tell our next presenter, MD Abu Saleh Musa. Please, you finish the slide.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Abdul Salam. My ID number is 819104. Here we are on our presentation. In this graph, we can see there is the prospect of our renewable energy. This graph shows that using IT data and highlights that the scale of electricity transition. Here we can see that the wind and solar energy are increasing significantly 40% than the other 2030. We can see the increase of our renewable energy usage. And then by the year of 2040, we can move to the clean power system in our country, that in order to get a clean air and anti-pollution, to keep our world free from carbon dioxide, we have to our whole power system in clean power. So in May 2021, the International Energy Agency published its monumental net zero by 2050, which shows that electricity sector needs to improve from being the highest emission sector in 2000, the first sector to be net zero globally by 2040. Next slide, please. Renewable energy resources make of 26% of all electricity today, but we have to move further to our renewable energy resources because our fossil fuel and other electricity sources coming to go down by the day by day. So we need to move our all the power plant into renewable power plant. Recently in Bangladesh installed a 200 megawatt solar power plant in Gaibandha, and in Mymensingh they are also building up a solar power plant. So, like other country, Bangladesh is also moving on the solar power renewable energy system. So we need to move our all the major power plant in renewable energy system. So the renewable energy in the future is predicted that by 2024 solar capacity in the world will grow by the 600 gigawatts. This is a huge number. Overall, renewable electricity is predicted it will grow by 1200 gigawatt by the 2024. So now we can, as content, I want to say some quotation from the United Secretary General Antonio Guterres that it is the time to stop burning our planet and start investing in the abundant renewable energy all around us. It says that our fossil fuels come to end, so we need to use our abundant energies that are very much abundant in our nature. In a worldwide war are being the world being connected due to energy. So we need to move dependency of our fossil fuel and we have on our renewable energy. Next slide, please. Renewable energy will continue to rise in the upcoming decade. Decade by decade, we have to enlarge our this sector, adding out of fossil fuels and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Technology such as the solar and wind are across the global energy system. The increasing development is crucial for the effort to tackle greenhouse gas emissions, reduce air pollution, and expand energy. This is the pivotal time for renewable energy, said the IEA Executive Director, Pat Carter. Thank you very much to everyone. This was our presentation. At the last, we all group members wanted to say that we should move on to renewable energy because fossil fuel is good, but and efficiency is good, but the carbon dioxide that emitted from the fossil fuel is much dangerous for our natural health and our uh, uh, some inhalation disease goes increasing day by day. So we need to go to our green and clean energy system. So in order to get a clean and green energy system, we must move on our power plant to renewable energy. Thank you very much.
আর আমাদের গ্রুপে শেষ